Hello and welcome to Scooped, the ice cream review podcast where we try all the cone creations, signature slushes, and frozen foods on the East Coast to give you the ultimate scoop. My name is Holly Hagman, and with me is my co-host, husband, and ice cream connoisseur, Paul Percivali. Hey Paul, what did the Slurpees say to new friends on the first day of school?
What did the Slurpees say to their friends on the first day of school?
What did the Slurpees say to new friends on the first day of school?
I don't know, Holly. I don't have an answer this time. What is the answer?
It's ice to meet you.
That's it?
What do you mean?
I don't know. I was like big braining it. I was trying to think of I was doing some sort of joke trigonometry in my head. I was like, how could it possibly fit in with this? And that's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Ice to meet you?
Ice to meet you. Sorry to disappoint. Although, to be fair, my joke last time...
It was ice knowing you, honey. Goodbye.
Farewell.
Alright. I'll sit back down.
That was a little dramatic, Paul.
Alright.
Ay. In our last episode, we reviewed Yesterday Dessert Bar, which we placed at the S tier level. And for this episode, we are reviewing a convenience store famous for its signature frozen treat, 7-Eleven.
Yeah.
And you know what's exciting about this episode, Paul?
What, Holly?
It comes out on 7-Eleven.
You couldn't have even planned that better if you tried.
I did have to move a couple things around at the end here, but
okay. So you did plan it. Never mind.
I didn't at first, and then I had to do a swap, and I went, "Hey, this works. Really cool."
Yeah, that worked out really well for you.
So here we are on 7-Eleven talking about 7-Eleven, and what better person to tell us about 7-Eleven and their background than Paul?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you could do better than me, but okay, let's do this. Well, the motorcycle people are back. They're coming for us.
I don't even think that's a motorcycle. What is that?
Maybe they're doing, work on the concrete and they got a jackhammer?
At 7:30 p.m.?
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, in 1927, 7-Eleven showed the world just how convenient stores could be. And we've been doing it oh God, I got distracted by the 7-Eleven.
How it's written?
Yeah.
Not just numbers.
Did you see how I wrote the file? I wrote out the word 7 and then I put the number 11.
You did the opposite?
And this is the number 7 and then written out 11.
Wow, this is insane.
I don't know, it seemed better that way.
Who knew how many different ways there were to write 7-Eleven?
There's 4, honey. You either write them both out, you write neither out, you write one out, or you write the other out. It's 4. That's the answer!
Okay. It's okay.
Are you sure it's okay?
I don't know. Can you start over and telling us about 7-Eleven?
Sure, honey. You don't even have a problem with my existential crisis. Anyway.
Drink a Slurpee, you'll feel better.
It's gone. It's in my stomach already. It can't help me anymore. And yours was, I don't know, not gross, but also I just wouldn't have it.
Oh my God. Mine was gross.
It's nice. Only because of the ingredients.
That's nice. Okay. All right.
It's only because of the ingredients.
The 7-Eleven episode's going to be spicy.
It's a me problem, honey. Anyway, in 1927, 7-Eleven showed the world just how convenient shopping could be. And we've been doing it every day since. Today, 7-Eleven is a global brand with more stores than any other retailer in the world. Really?
Apparently.
That's crazy.
This is from the 7-Eleven corporate website, so I don't feel like they would lie.
I don't know about that, but okay. I guess maybe if they're slightly rebranded, because in Japan they're known as 612.
I don't think they're the same company, though.
Maybe they have the same parent company.
7-Eleven and Speedway are linked. Those two are the same.
All right.
They're one company, but
7-Eleven Incorporated now operates a robust family of banners and brands, including Speedway Stripes, Laredo Taco Company, and Raise the Roost Chicken and Biscuits locations. Okay, the all rights reserved confused me for a second. Throughout the U.S., the brand has had a history of firsts. Coffee in. Okay, I'll get through this eventually. Coffee in to-go cups, 24/7 hours, and self-serve soda fountains, to name a few. Oh, I just got distracted in my head about the Heather song.
Oh my god, I was gonna bring that up later.
I mean, I definitely didn't get distracted by the Heather song.
I love that for you. That's coming later.
Alright. Where was I?
Not to mention
iconic products like Slurpee, all rights reserved, and Big Gulp, all rights reserved drinks. That has become a part of America's culture. As the world's largest convenience store retailer, 7-Eleven also pioneers the franchise model and is now consistently ranked as a top 10 franchisor. It's French. Trust me.
It's not.
I'm pretty sure it's French.
Don't think so.
A true testament to our entrepreneurial spirit. Although we've grown significantly over the years, we remain laser focused on innovation to meet the needs of customers. Today, 7-Eleven Incorporated is wholly owned by 7NI Holdings Co. Ltd.
Wow. That was hard for you to say, huh?
Yeah, now get to it, honey.
Well, I got a story first.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Did you know that my Uncle Brad, my father's older brother, owned a 7-Eleven?
He did.
In Keyport for a long time, many moons ago.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. He was one of the franchisees? I don't know. He owned the franchise after he got out of... Now, this is going to explain the dating of this. When he got out of the Vietnam War, he bought a 7-Eleven from a friend who sold it to him apparently for $1. $1, so that he could come home from the army and have a business and be able to make some money. So his friend, who had, I guess, multiple stores, sold him one of them for $1. He owned a 7-Eleven. My father worked at it when he was in high school. And,
that's pretty cool.
And yeah, so until he eventually had to sell it for other reasons that I don't know. But, yeah, so my family used to own a 7-Eleven.
That's neat.
Yeah.
Where is it now?
The 7-Eleven is still there, just they don't own it.
Oh.
It's in Keyport on Broad Street.
Oh. Well, that sucks. Why don't we own it anymore?
What do you mean we? I never owned it.
I mean, why doesn't your family own it anymore?
Because my Uncle Brad had to sell it.
Why?
And then now he's passed away, so he can't own it from beyond the grave.
He done messed up.
Oh my god. So anyway, the reason we're doing a 7-Eleven...
A lepin. Is that like a leopard?
7-Eleven episode. I combined 11 and episode.
Yeah.
That's what occurred.
I do that a lot. I get it.
7-Eleven episode.
If anyone else can't forgive you, I will forgive you for your sin.
Thank you for that. So the reason we're doing one of these about 7-Eleven is because they have an iconic frozen treat that everyone's excited about. Everyone's had one, probably. And if you haven't, you can go get them right away because they are super dirt cheap on the regular. And if you're listening today, it's 7-Eleven, so you can get a free small Slurpee because it is National Slurpee Day. We're going to learn the history of the Slurpee, which is 7-Eleven's iconic frozen treat. So,
and remember, they're open 24/7. You have no reason not to go down there right now and get that Slurpee.
It's true. They have fun flavors to pick from. Very cool. Alright, but history of the Slurpee. So, in the late 1950s, Omar Nedlick's soda fountain at his restaurant broke. He stashed some soda pop in the freezer and had the idea to turn frozen soda into a beverage. He used parts from an automobile air conditioner to build a simple frozen beverage machine.
Really?
Evidently, this is once again from the 7-Eleven corporate website about the history of the Slurpee.
That's pretty cool.
Since then, the Slurpee has become a beloved beverage of millions, a pop culture icon, and 7-Eleven's most well-known proprietary brand. From its beginning, with kooky flavor names like Fula Bula, Blue Blunder, and Awa Awa Ukulele, Slurpee has
definitely something.
Slurpee has been keeping it cool for generations, and we're going to go over the Slurpee timeline at this point. Can you tell us about 1960? Oh, you're going to have to come look at it on this thing.
I got this.
Okay.
Zooming. Here we go.
That's not where it starts.
Oh.
You've done messed up. I don't know. Here.
All right, give me it. In 1966, Slurpee is born and would soon become an icon. This worldwide sensation resulted in Slurpee machines in all 7 stores. 7-Eleven stores. There we go. And an explosion of 27 different flavors by the 70s. And thus, the most well-known proprietary drink brand was just beginning.
Yes. I think I'm going to read the timeline because I don't want to hold my laptop in your face.
All right. I was about to say, you don't trust me? I don't trust me either. I don't believe it.
Can you see this if I leave it here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So that was in 1966. Now, by the 1980s, this is all from the 7-Eleven website, Slurpee timeline. Hello, nostalgia! This classic Slurpee design...
My old friend. I mean, go ahead, honey. I won't interrupt you here again.
A classic Slurpee design has seen a lot of TV airtime. Most of Slurpee drinkers' memories come with this cup design. And we'll show you a picture of the cup design in the video. This iconic cup has lived in the spotlight and become a TV icon.
A TV icon?
Evidently.
Hmm.
Then, by the 90s, Slurpee kept its name all over the cup, but had a little more freedom and movement with it. A new font treatment added a new visual identity to this cup design, giving it a breath of youthfulness. So all of these are the different cup designs over the years.
I guess you can say it is pretty cool.
Yes. This was also the era when we coined the term brain freeze. The painful joy you experience when you drink your Slurpee drink too fast.
I don't think there's anything enjoyable about it.
I don't know that... Did 7-Eleven really come up with the term brain freeze?
Did they?
That's what it says. In the 90s, we coined the term brain freeze.
All rights reserved.
Trademark. Have I been using brain freeze?
Are we going to be sued?
Against 7-Eleven's will in this time? Oh no.
I'm scared.
Okay, now's the time to break into song.
Which song?
Freeze Your Brain.
Oh, right.
From Heathers.
Yes.
That you were thinking about earlier.
Yes. I forgot the lines. Please don't divorce me.
I won't.
I would.
Not for this.
I would. You're a better man than me, Holly Hackman.
All I remember, what's in my head right now is linoleum aisles I love to get lost in.
Freeze your brain.
Yes.
I think that was the line, right?
It is the line.
Okay, well, there you go. See, I did it.
I pray at my altar of slush. I live for that sweet frozen rush. Those are also lines from the song.
You listen to it far more than I do.
I do. It's a good song, man. Anyway.
I don't have it on my iPod.
Oh, you should get it. It's a good one.
Also, I just said iPod.
You don't have an iPod.
I do have an iPod. I just don't use it anymore.
Do you know where your iPod is right this minute?
It's in that drawer back there.
Oh. Well, in that case. Then in 2009, we have another new Slurpee cup. Slurpee kept the colors of the 90s cup design, but the swirl made it trippy. This cup hints back at its original design with more vibrant colors, and the overall goal of this cup design was to mix the design style of 2009 with what the Slurpee community was familiar with from the past, because apparently there is a Slurpee community.
What the heck?
That I don't know about.
Yo, do you think that is a brain and that it is...
It kind of does look that way.
And it's going to freeze the brain, and that's why it has a brain on it?
We'll get to that in a second. That's 2019. We're still in 2017, okay?
All right.
Don't rush us. In 2017, Slurpee's iconic pinwheel design got a little funkier.
Tubular, bro.
Whoa. With a spinning kaleidoscope of color. The colorful bubble and swirl design was a universal favorite. This design was energetic and distinctive, implying the fun, make-it-your-own aspect of making and drinking a Slurpee. Then, in 2019, this cup is what Paul says looks like a brain. Slurpee's free spirit and bold attitude were activated. The brand identity was reimagined with a logo design refresh, respecting the equity and history of the brand, adding a new colorful palette inspired by rainbow colors, mixed with free-spirited language and a bold attitude to express the new approach.
Fabulous!
Those were a lot of buzzwords for not a lot of description. And then the newest Slurpee cup design in 2023, our boldest look yet to introduce the next generation of Slurpee.
Next generation of Slurpee.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty crazy, bro.
I know, right? We just had the next generation of Slurpees, apparently.
Yes.
Slurpee's new vibe emphasizes bold new colors, flavor explosions, and the chance to fill freely. This design illustrates the electric jolt of joy you feel in every sip of a Slurpee drink.
That's so tubular, bro.
I know, right? It's crazy. So a couple more quick things about 7-Eleven and their Slurpees. According to an article from MASH, the best Slurpee flavor is blue raspberry.
Because it is!
Okay, settle down there. The best Slurpee flavor, based on votes, is blue raspberry.
Because the world has better taste than you.
Cherry was a close second, and then later...
The world has bad taste, never mind.
Later on down the line was the Coca-Cola one.
Blech! Well, don't look at me like that.
I'm looking at you like that.
Stop looking at the divorce papers you keep in the corner.
Stop saying that. That's not funny. I shouldn't laugh at that.
Yeah, but you do because it was your idea, because they're in the corner behind the do not break this glass unless it's an emergency situation.
Right. Anyway, and the one other thing we wanted to talk about was brain freeze science, because apparently 7-Eleven coined the term brain freeze, which is something I didn't know until today.
That's pretty crazy.
But we were talking about brain freeze because we had Slurpees prior to recording this episode earlier.
And we both got simultaneous brain freezes
earlier this evening. And we got brain freeze at the same time. So we're going to talk a little bit about the science of brain freeze, according to an article from prevention.com.
Which, by the way, I kind of guessed what it was beforehand.
Yeah, you were very close.
You mean I was exactly right?
Okay.
Go on.
So, brain freeze is the sharp head pain that occurs when you eat or drink something cold. Ready? Otherwise known as neuralgia or sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia.
What the heck?
Say that 10 times fast. Seriously.
That sounds like brain cancer.
Sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia.
Why does it have a technical name?
I don't know.
It's not like it's a disease.
But it has one.
And it's a condition, but it only lasts like 5 seconds.
Look, man, I don't pretend, but according to Roger Seaholt, MD, medical advisor for Intrivo, that's what it's called.
Well, you know what? I think Robert Schulert, MD, medical advisor for Intrivio, I think he has a little bit too much free time on his hands.
Sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia. I'm going to learn that. I'm going to mentally put that in my head.
So every time you have brain freeze, you'll say I have the so-and-so and blah, 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 blah?
Yeah, that's what I'll say, exactly.
Okay.
Holy Christmas, that was hard to say. So, brain freeze pain is typically felt most intensely in the forehead, temples, and behind the eyes or nose. But the question remains, what is the cause of a brain freeze? And why does this happen? So, a brain freeze happens when the roof of your mouth or throat is cooled too quickly. According to Dr. Heather Viola, a primary care physician at Mount Sinai,
Cyanide? That's crazy.
Sinai.
I mean, if I'm going to...
Sinai, you lunatic.
I was about to say, if I'm going to end it all, I'd rather do it with ice cream, but okay.
Blood vessels throughout the head expand to let extra blood into the area for warmth. This quick change in blood vessel size causes sudden pain. In addition to eating and drinking something cold, breathing cold air can also trigger brain freeze.
Yeah, that sucks.
Mm-hmm. Now, what you just said before, if you'd like to, go out, eat an ice cream, you might be wondering, can brain freeze be dangerous? And although brain freeze doesn't usually cause concern, the doctor says that limited research has shown a link between brain freezes and migraines. Some studies have revealed that brain freeze is more common in people who experience migraines. So if the frequency or intensity of your headaches change, always make sure to contact a healthcare provider.
And cancer. Don't forget cancer.
Will you stop that?
It says it in the fine print.
It does not.
It's right there. Look, you gotta...
Oh, that's literally not funny.
Look, it's right...
Get out of my... Stop touching my stuff.
No.
So, brain freeze pain can also feel similar to another condition, ready for this, called trigeminal neuralgia, which is characterized by a stabbing sensation prominent on one side of the face. This is usually from inflammation of the trigeminal nerve, considered to be one of the most painful conditions to affect people. I don't know who's considering it that, but okay.
Since when did we have a medical podcast?
We are learning brain freeze science.
I wonder if I did Google medical podcast, if anything like this would pop up.
Probably. Probably not as fun.
Probably not as fun, but we don't know that.
Alright, but the tricks to get rid of brain freeze, we've all heard some of them. Are they legit? So according to this article, you've probably heard of the thumb on the roof of your mouth trick, and it's totally legit. Trying to get the temperature of your mouth and throat back to normal will help with brain freeze. Dr. Viola also suggests drinking a warm or room temperature liquid while pressing your tongue or thumb against the roof of your mouth to transfer warmth.
What I usually do is take really long, deep breaths and to try and force warm air across the roof of my mouth. So I guess that means that it probably does help.
Okay, let's see if I remember. Sphenopalatine something neuralgia.
Did you get it?
So I was so close. Sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia.
Sphenoganglicious halatofreeze.
Brain freeze.
Freezy brain condition. Yeah,
yeah,
okay.
All of the above. Sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia. Will I remember that in a week from now? Probably not, but I'm going to try. So, that is the brain freeze science. Now, while 7-Eleven has other signature dishes like pizza, which no one should buy at 7-Eleven, I'm sorry.
You've had it?
Yucky.
Oh, okay.
I've not had it personally, but
You're going to get the 7-Eleven ninjas on our butts.
Look, I'm saying good things about the Slurpee.
That's true.
And that's the thing we're here to care about. So, Paul, talk to us about their signature dish and the Slurpee and what's going on with this particular Free Slurpee Day.
Signature dish.
Mm-hmm.
No, anyway. All right, so the signature dish is the Slurpee.
What?
Yeah, I know, it's crazy, but trust me. It's the Slurpee, it's nothing but the Slurpee, it's the whole Slurpee, and it is the Slurpee. Wow. Anywho, and July 11th is Free Slurpee Day. Can you guess why?
I don't know, man. Could it be that it's a special day in the history of 7-Eleven? Oh my god, it's 7-Eleven!
Yeah, there we go. This one, let's see. This one is the store's 90th. Stores? Like all the stores? Or the one that's in Keyport?
All the stores.
Okay, so this one is going to be the store's 98th birthday. So do you think that when it turns 100, they're going to do something extra super special?
I hope so. I'm ready for 2027, though. I'm telling you. I'm getting ready. Because that's going to be exciting when 7-Eleven turns 100.
What the heck is this? You can get free tongue tattoos.
Yes. So apparently at certain participating 7-Eleven locations, in addition to getting a free small Slurpee, you can get temporary. They're not real. They're not permanent anyway. There's no needles or whatever, but there's Slurpee logo tattoos that you place on your tongue and peel off, and they live there for however long they're there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I thought that they were just being like, we're going to give you blue raspberry Slurpees with extra blue so that it dyes your tongue. There's you go. Is
your tongue blue? No.
That's why I mean extra blue.
I was going to say, mine didn't turn blue either, and my thing was blue this time.
Yeah. But it wasn't blue raspberry.
No, it was a different thing.
So speaking of which, Holly, would you like to tell us about it?
I would. I would like to tell you all about my 7-Eleven adventure, if you would care to listen.
Yes.
Because you did not come with me to the 7-Eleven.
Well, you were out doing your own thing, and then you picked it up on the way home.
It's true. So what happened was, I, like a very good granddaughter, took my grandmother to the eye doctor today. Because she no longer drives. So we...
And I, like a good husband, spent like half an hour breaking down cardboard boxes and cleaning out litter boxes. There were a lot of boxes today, honey.
Okay. I don't see what that has to do with this story.
I'm a good boy, too.
Yes. No, that's nice. Okay.
Fine. Get back to your story.
Thank you. So, she wanted to stop for subs on the way home so she could have a sub for dinner after her appointment. And what Granny wants, Granny gets. So
it does seem that way.
So I placed an order for Jersey Mike's. We are in a very lucky situation that there is a shopping center in which there is a Jersey Mike's and a 7-Eleven, like 2 stores away from each other. So I placed an order for Jersey Mike's. I said, Granny, you watch the car. Don't drive away with it. And she said, okay. And then I went inside and got sandwiches. And I came back, put them in the car. And I said, Granny, do you want a Slurpee? And she said, absolutely not, but thank you.
That's how she was saving some time before she finished hot wiring the car.
Yeah, right.
And now we have to go bring it back to the dealer so you can fix the dashboard.
Right. I thought it was weird that she carved her initials into the dashboard.
Yeah.
You know, that was strange.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy how she used her fake teeth to do it, too.
She couldn't even see. She had her eyes dilated from the eye doctor. She had these giant sunglasses on.
And that's what makes the joyride funner.
So I put the sandwiches in the car with my grandmother. I walked 2 stores down to the 7-Eleven. I go in to the 7-Eleven. I grab Slurpees. I was very confused because instead of having one big Slurpee machine, they had 2 smaller ones. One with 4 flavors and one with 2? Make it make sense?
I can't.
It was weird. Unless, maybe the 4 are the always there ones and the 2... No, that doesn't make sense either because Cherry was on the 2. And Cherry's always there. I don't know. I was trying to make it make sense, but I can't. So there were 6 flavors to choose from total in this specific 7-Eleven. Now, you may be wondering what I ordered. Because...
An abomination?
The options... Stop it. The options today included cherry, Caddyshack lemon tea...
Which sounded really good.
Blue raspberry, Coca-Cola, Mountain Dew Infinite Swirl Pineapple Berry...
That's a mouthful.
Or... Pina colada.
So, what abomination did you get, honey?
I got Mountain Dew Infinite Swirl Pineapple Berry because, first of all, something you guys on the podcast might not know about me. I love Mountain Dew. I wish I didn't because it is basically poison.
It can melt a rat, which means you shouldn't drink it.
But I really enjoy the flavor of Mountain Dew, and I don't drink it a lot. But when I saw that this thing existed, I said, well, that's something I feel like I need to try because it's this, it's such a weird flavor. I've never seen this one before. I might as well give it a try. Plus, I love pineapple, and I love berries, and I love Mountain Dew. So I said, sign me up. Here we go. Now, upon further research, I've learned that Mountain Dew Infinite Swirl is a 7-Eleven exclusive flavor. So, you know how like Baja Blast is Taco Bell's? This one belongs to 7-Eleven.
It belongs to, like, legally?
Yeah, I think.
That's crazy.
And there's one at KFC that's like Lemonade Striker or something crazy. Hold on.
What's a striker?
KFC Mountain Sweet Lightning. That's what it's called. It looks like this. It's the only at KFC.
It does look lightning-y.
Yeah. I haven't tried this one because I never go to KFC, but yeah. Fun stuff. So, Mountain Dew. Try them all. But, anyway,
Mountain Dew, drink fresh.
Infinite Swirl Mountain Dew, which is pineapple berry flavored, is available at 7-Eleven in bottles or in Slurpee form. And I tried the Slurpee and I actually really enjoyed it. It has like that Mountain Dew carbonated-y, like citrus flavor. Plus, it was blue, like the, I guess, pineapple and berry combo made it blue. I don't know. But it was very yummy. It kept the integrity of, like, Mountain Dew flavor. And it added, like, a sweet little extra fun thing. So, I really enjoyed my Slurpee. I had it with my Jersey Mike's sandwich that I brought home after dropping off my grandmother. And I was, like, hangry, so, of course, I sucked the whole thing down and got brain freeze. Or sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia.
Wow. I did it. Good job.
I wasn't even looking at the notes. I did it.
And she's just drinking her coffee.
Am I not allowed to be thirsty?
No, I'm just saying that, like, literally your eyes weren't even on the screen.
Nope.
Sphenopalatine gangliomyopathy?
No, myopathy is for your heart.
Well, forget it, honey. Mine is breaking from this terrible treatment that you're giving me.
Good. Anyway, so I liked my Slurpee. I would get another Slurpee. I don't know if I'd get this flavor again, because I honestly am intrigued by that Caddyshack lemonade tea one. So if that's still there after, on the day this podcast airs, I'm gonna see if I can get that as my freebie, because that sounds fun to me. But
that does sound fun.
But yeah, so that's my experience with Slurpee today and 7-Eleven and everything.
Can you imagine the amount of business that 7-Eleven must get throughout the rest of the year to be able to give out Slurpees for free like that?
I you know what? They must do a lot, but also the Slurpees were basically free anyway. They were not expensive.
No, they're pretty cheap.
They were actually dirt cheap.
They are just flavoring and ice.
I guess. I spent less than $3 at the 7-Eleven.
For both of them?
Mm.
That's pretty impressive.
$2.96 precisely.
That is not bad at all. That's the least expensive iced dessert treat thing that we've ever had.
Yes, it is.
But that also makes me worry about the quality.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, but I'm trying not to. What I am wondering about is how you enjoyed yours.
It was good. I've been I've been consuming Slurpees ever since I was a kid. I've
really?
never had a Slurpee that I really detest. The only thing I detest about Slurpees is usually their makeup. But to be specific, though, whenever, by the way, I also had Slurpees like every single day when I used to work at the Wawa as like my drink.
Now, here's a question.
Because when you pumped gas, you got free drinks.
But that's not a Slurpee. Right? Because it's not 7-Eleven.
Yeah,
Slurpee is
I
the
get
brand. That's a slushy, is what you had.
I get that, but they're the same thing.
They're not the same.
They're the same thing.
They're gonna get us. You're worried about me getting sued by the 7-Eleven ninjas. You're in trouble.
The 7-Eleven ninjas don't sue people. They end people, honey.
We're in trouble. Hold on. Wah slushy.
Anyway, but yes, I've always liked the slushy and the Slurpee. And which one are we doing this podcast on again?
Oh my god, Slurpee!
Alright. So, yeah, I've always liked Slurpees. I only have, like, 2 issues with Slurpees. The first one, what?
So when does Wawa get ice cream parfaits?
Wawa has everything, honey.
Okay, sorry. Carry on. We're talking about 7-Eleven. Right.
So, there's only... Oh, no. I don't know. Slurpees or slushies. My brain, it's stuck.
7-Eleven has Slurpees.
Slurpees. Got it. Whew. Alright, slushies. Got it.
I'm going solo again.
Alright. Again? When did you go solo?
I said I was gonna go solo, like Beyonce, and then you asked me when was Beyonce in a band, and then we had to talk about Destiny's Child. Do you not remember this?
Oh, I remember it now.
Okay.
Was she one of Charlie's Angels?
No!
Oh.
No, she was not.
Oh. Anyway.
Oh my god. I think the Slurpee affected your brain. I think you've had one too many bouts of sphenopalatine ganglioneuralgia.
Jesus Christ, that was really good again, honey.
It's in there now. I've committed it to memory.
Alright, well, good job. Anyway, there's only really 2 things I don't like about Slurpees very much. One, if you don't constantly churn the thing up and you're trying to drink it, all the liquid and all the flavor falls to the bottom. So that if you don't, like, constantly, like, churn it up all the time, by the time that you're done, there's, like, maybe an inch of ice on the top of it. Like, an inch of ice that refuses to get sucked up by the straw, and it doesn't have flavor anyway, so you wouldn't want it. And then the other thing is, even if you do, like, churn it up a real good lack, and then you, like, mix it, and then drink it, there's still always going to be that little bit that refuses to, like, get sucked up by the straw, so you're going to have to go get yourself a spoon to scoop it out. But, yeah, so basically what I'm trying to say here is a public announcement, service announcement. Make sure that you grab a free spoon whenever you're at 7-Eleven. Because you need it. The good slushy places, the good ice cream cone plate. No, cone ice. Brain.
What?
The ice. It has affected my brain. The sphenogangliomyopathy is affecting my brain. Anyway, no. The snow cones.
Snow cones? Why are we talking about snow cones now?
Because I had a good, because remember when we went to, like, the end of the year teacher barbecue and they had the snow cone guy?
I mean, what do you mean we? I didn't go.
Yeah, because your school doesn't get cool things like snow cones.
We had ice cream from Blue Rain.
Well, I had ice cream also from Nicholas Creamery, so Yeah, I guess this is a competition now.
I don't know where we went off the rails here, but let's try.
I don't think we were ever on the rails.
On the rails. Did you even tell the people what kind of flavor of Slurpee you got?
Oh, it was blue raspberry. I thought that was pretty obvious by how I was talking about it earlier.
I mean, that's true, but still. Just figured it for logical... For the record...
You know, for when, you know, the ice cream police calls me down and there's like I need a public record to be able to prove my innocence.
Yes.
Yeah, got that. Anyway, what I was saying about the snow cone thing was the really good snow cone guy who came to my school, not only did he give you a straw, he gave you a spoon.
Okay.
Because he knows what it's about.
I see.
Yes,
Okay.
all right. That tangent over.
Thank you.
for now.
So, do you stand by that, what the article from MASH said? Do you believe that blue raspberry is the best
Yes.
Slurpee flavor?
I mean, isn't that obvious?
Okay, well.
I think it's self-evident.
Have you tried all the other Slurpee flavors?
It's just like a triangle always has 3 sides. It's self-evident.
Have you tried the other Slurpee flavors?
No, but why would I need to? Because
so
it's the best.
Now you have no.
It's
you
the
don't
best.
have a frame of reference. You don't know. You can't know.
It's self-evident
until you try them all. So now next time you have to try a new one.
No, I don't wanna.
No.
No, wait. I'll try that tea thing. That seems pretty cool.
Yeah, that one sounds good. I'm interested in that one. If you get that one, maybe I'll get pina colada and we can share.
Bet.
Okay.
Oh God, I just said bet.
Yes, you did. I'm gonna try to move. I
said it unironically.
Trying to move past it.
I need to go break the do not break glass over there in the corner of the room with our divorce papers in it.
Why do you assume that I want to divorce you for that?
I would divorce me for that.
I don't care. So creaminess and consistency, obviously it's an icy beverage. Paul mentioned that sometimes the flavor can separate from the ice and then it's a little bit of a frustrating thing. You gotta stir it kind of a lot. We both enjoyed the flavors. We got a lot. It was a nice 7-Eleven. As far as 7-Elevens go, this one's kind of bougie because it's in Homedale.
You got one from Homedale?
It's part of, like, a main building. Like, it's not
so not from Keyport.
No, we went to Homedale because that was the one by Jersey Mike's.
How was it in there?
It was nice. It was still 7-Eleven.
Oh, okay.
But it was, like, decent. It wasn't, like, scary in any way.
Oh, that's good.
And then, obviously, I think quality to cost, like, Slurpees are dirt cheap, and I think
There's no downside to getting it.
Right. It's better than
soda?
What the price suggests it would be. Does that make sense? Like,
yeah.
I paid $1.48.
That is dirt cheap for the amount that we got.
With tax.
Was that a small?
Yeah.
That's crazy. That was pretty big for a small.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'd agree with that. It's worth the money, I guess.
So, well, you hear our cat screaming in the background. If you do, she wants to be fed. So let's try to get through this tier list.
I'm starting.
Placement and
in the S tier, we have, before you can jump in the way so that you can go deal with the A tier, Allstead Farms, Frozen Flavors, Ice Cream Monster, Handcrafted Milkcraft.
You're falling apart on me.
Yeah, I'm loopy. Surreal Creamery. Right, I power up creativity. Adobe Creative Cloud. Try now.
Sorry, what the hell? That's funny. I didn't hear that pop up. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Wow. Okay, please continue.
Am I allowed to?
Yes.
Surreal Creamery. Ryan's Homemade Ice Cream. Mystic Drawbridge, Friendlies, The Baked Bear, and Yesterday's Dessert Bar. Go ahead, honey, read that A tier.
In the A tier, we have Nicholas Creamery, Gabriel's Fountain, Gourmet Italian Delights, Pliable, Strollo's Lighthouse, Scoop to My Lou, Uncle Luigi's, Beanies, Sweet Ice Creamery, Sunday Afternoon, Faggi's. I did so well. Faggi's, Sundays, Carvel, Holy Cow, Coney Waffle, Smoothie King, and Frozen Yo Cafe.
Well, I guess I have to quit now. Took you like half the amount of time it took me to get through the top ones. But you know what? I did it with pizzazz!
Okay.
Ralph's Famous Italian Ice. For B tier. Blue Rain. Baskin Robbins. Ben & Jerry's. Taro's Frozen Yogurt. What's the Scoop? The Bear.
Polar Bear.
I
hate you. I actually hate you. You don't know where we went.
I do. I was kidding. It's just a bear, though. Look at it. It's a bear. Pinkberry. Haagen-Dazs. Duck Donuts. Jersey Freeze.
In the C tier, we have Rita's, Crazy's, Cold Stone, Shake Shack, Dairy Queen, and Sonic.
In D tier, we have Magnificos and Mini Melts.
Yay! Now, here's the thing. Where are we putting the 7-Eleven Slurpee?
C tier, right?
I think so. Because, like, is it the most amazing thing we've ever had? No. But is it pretty damn good for $1.48?
It's cost effective.
It's very worth the money.
But it's also the only thing they have.
True.
I mean, other than the stuff that they keep in the freezer. But
Right.
none of that's theirs.
Right. So, that being said, I think probably... Is it before or after Sonic, do you think?
Above Sonic.
Above Sonic, really?
I didn't really like Sonic that much.
Wow. I really like Sonic more than you, but that's okay. I can live with it. So, 7-Eleven will go after Dairy Queen and before Sonic in the C tier.
I still don't... I guess I can understand why Shake Shack would be above Dairy Queen, because Dairy Queen's Dairy Queen. They're so going to burn down our house one day. It's the way that we talk about them.
We don't hate Dairy Queen at all. We think they're a lovely company, and we support Miracle Treat Day. And honestly, I'm still thinking about that mint cookie blizzard, so...
I'm still thinking about my red cone soft serve.
On the floor?
On the floor! I bet it's like... There's a little bit of it still, like, in between the cracks of the pavement where it fell.
It lives there forever.
As a symbol of my shame.
But you heard it here, folks. For episode 47 of Scooped Podcast, we have placed 7-Eleven on the C tier. Thank you, as always, for listening to Scooped Podcast. If you haven't already, be sure to like, follow, and subscribe on all the social medias, Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, etc. If you know anybody who also likes ice cream as much as you should tell them about this podcast. If you know
Especially it's like that cat.
If you know someone who doesn't like ice cream, you should tell them to listen to this podcast so they start liking ice cream. And if you want to continue to support us, the best way to do that is by tuning in. So be sure to do that next week for a review of a Pennsylvania chain with one New Jersey location.
She really wants that ice cream, doesn't she?
Yes, she screams for ice cream. And so do you!
Yes.
Thanks for listening.
Bye.